So, anyway, why are you wearing this crazy outfit? Okay, you got the Momiji hat from Fruits Basket. Momiji is one of my favorite characters, along with Akito and Yuki. Yuki's a little egotistical for me. Akito is, totally crazy, but I understand. Okay? Kind of that psychopath energy on Akito, but I do get it. And maybe I'll even share with you my Akito cosplay here. But yeah, Momiji. I like Momiji. And I'm wearing my Ahmad gas station inspection station jacket with the fur collar. This is an official Shell gas station, gas station attendant jacket. So again, why do I have it? Long story, not gonna get into it. Anyway, why are you wearing this crazy outfit? Oh, and my Pack Rat shirt, which is also available in the Zazzle store, with the Pack Rat, cat meow hacker logo. Anyway, why are you wearing this? Because my inner child, while I was trying to do shadow work, is friggin' having a temper tantrum on my butt right now and is upset. And that is the title of this video. Okay? Your inner child is big mad at you. Okay. What happens when your inner child is big mad? You get crazy outfits like this because they acted out. Okay? Things like you're walking down the street or, whatever, somebody says something and then you're like triggered to no end and all of a sudden you go into this negative spiral. Somebody just like catcalled you from like across the street. Okay? You're mind your own business or whatever else. Especially if you're non-binary and someone literally is like catcalling you and like Barbie whatever, I don't even know. Some stuff that we don't want to talk about. Okay. Not cool. Okay? One, that can get a trans person killed. Two, it ain't cool. Don't do stupid stuff. Okay? Don't treat people like objects, animals, or, sex toys. Because they're not. Okay? They're people. Leave them alone. Anyway, so say you're walking down the street and someone catcalls you or whatever, calls you out your name or whatever you're gonna do. Okay, and all of a sudden you get like have this flashback of like all this like massive energy and you're like completely like frozen, scared, and then all of a sudden you have this like panic attack and you're like, dude, what's going on? You're all of a sudden like having this weird negative reaction or like this like overblown reaction, or you're in a meeting and you're talking to a coworker and then they say, you know what, you forgot to, I don't know, sign the second signature on page 5 of the report, and you just completely go off the handle. Okay, so that's like a minor infraction. It's like, oops, it's a mistake, I wasn't paying attention. Or, oh, I had ADHD, a little detail, I don't care. Okay, but you totally go off the handle on them and literally lash out at them. Or you completely retreat and run away and are like overly apologetic, and then all of a sudden you're guilty and shame, you're horrible, I'm a terrible person, I should just off myself, I'm not worthy to be alive. You just forgot to cross your T's and spell the word wrong on page 5. That doesn't warrant, you don't deserve to breathe. Something's going on there. What is that? Most likely, it's your Momiji, okay, having a temper tantrum. Why? Because Momiji didn't get something done when they were 5. And Momiji has been trying to resolve 5-year-old thing for a really long time. Is getting a bit perturbed because you ain't listening. Okay, and every time that happens, I'm just going to use Momiji because I'm wearing the Momiji hat. And I like the Momiji hat. I haven't been able to find, I actually lost the Momiji hat for a long time, like in one of my multiple moves. Like when I moved from New York, I had a bunch of stuff in boxes. It's literally been in boxes forever, okay? In storage locations, in various places, and have been in that box since that move, okay? The Momiji, I have a Yuki hat, a Momiji hat, and Hatsuharu hat. I think I have a Kyo hat, but it's different. Yeah, so I have a Mohiji hat. This is the original Mohiji hat that I think I bought at an anime convention. I think Anime Expo is where, Anime Expo is where I bought the Mohiji hat. I've not been able to find this Mohiji hat anywhere. I did a whole bunch of searching for it, and I literally thought I had lost it because it was in one of those storage lockers somewhere. Okay, anyway, recently, over the past 6 months, after I moved, again, from far off places, far and wide, I found the box with the Mohiji hat. It was like literally in the same box it's been in for years, and I literally thought I had lost it. I literally ripped up my entire flat trying to find it. I could not find it, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, the universe was like, why don't you look over there? I literally, like, walked across the room, went into, the closet, and the first box that, why don't you go look over there? So the universe was like, go look over there. I went looking over there. I said, well, what? There's a bunch of boxes. That box. I literally opened the box. There's Mohiji hat. So yeah, listen to Mohiji. Mohiji gonna start screaming. Okay, anyway, what's the point? So, this video, like the other videos, is learning about self-esteem. And in each of these videos, as I go through my process in May of learning more about my self-worth and self-esteem, because I got a bunch of negative self-talk, some of that's from crappy parent childhood fantasy story, more like Hansel and Gretel, I guess, or I think something happened to CL Phantom Hive to make him Sebastian. Yeah, some stuff like that. I may get into that someday, but somebody gonna literally slap a censor sticker on my mouth if I start talking about lab rat stuff. Anyway, okay, so in this video, I'm gonna give some examples from my life, okay, of things I learned, and I'm going to give 6 tips about how to work and heal your inner child. Now, in every video I do, these are things I'm personally doing myself. I'm not going to give you any crap that I don't know, okay, or that I haven't gone through, because that's cheating and that's lies. And I'm not going to spout stuff that I don't know anything about. If I don't know, I will tell you, okay? I'm not too egotistical to admit I ain't perfect, I don't know everything. The things I do know that I can talk about, I'm happy to talk about, and I will share my knowledge, hoping it will help other people. Don't do this out of ego. I do this because I want no one, to go through what I went through, okay? In my childhood, in high school, in college, with whatever narcissist, or anorexia, or suicidal, or bullying, or whatever else. I don't want anybody to go through that, okay? And someday, I will give you the story about the person I dated who decided they want to chase me with a butcher knife. I'll get into that. And in that video, it'll be, don't date a narcissist, it could get you killed. So I'm telling you now, that is the title of that video, okay? So, again, not to like mess up any narcissist, I have dated, seriously, 4 people, okay? I count them on one hand, okay? I will happily admit I'm a great big bisexual. 2 of them are male, 1 of them was trans, and 1 of them was female. So, there's my bisexual tag. So anybody who wants to go bisexual erasure, that's not true, blah, 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 blah. No. Go ahead and hate on me now. I don't care. I'm living my truth. And there's enough bisexual erasure in the world, and there's enough trans erasure, intersex erasure, non-binary disqualification, you're not a human being, go straight to hell, okay? There's enough of that. This is why I write stories. because these things need to be said. You know, I will say things that other people wouldn't dare, okay? And I will say things because go ahead, come at me. I will defend the truth to the death, okay? Because it's that important. There's enough propaganda and BS and lies and whatever out there. So if that's your thing, go to. Okay? I'm not passing judgment on anybody else. I wouldn't dare. I don't have that power. Okay? Casting the first stone, I definitely can't. Okay? So, I'm gonna humble myself. What I'm gonna do here and what I've done in all my videos, anything I share is a truth that I have lived and I have experienced. Okay? I'm not gonna say anything I don't know anything about. If I don't know something, you ask me a question, I will tell you the truth. And, you know, I'm ADHD, so, you know, I'm going to spew too much information, you know, and, oops, you shouldn't have shared that ADHD overshare. Yeah, that's my issue, okay? And sometimes I put my foot in my mouth, whatever, okay? I've been ostracized and shunned and chucked to the corner, and I don't want to play in the playground with you, and, you know, little weird ADHD Aspie kid, just go over there, okay? Whatever, you don't make any sense, you know, ooh, you're weird. I don't like you, okay? That's fine. Don't like me, walk away, okay? I don't care. I'm gonna be me. I had enough people put me in a box, I ain't in a box, and the box that you want to check that one box, well, you're gonna have to go get your little census list and check every single box on the list, okay? Because you ain't gonna put me in a box. Okay? And again, pry it from my cold dead hands. There we go. You ain't gonna shut me up. I've been shut up for a long enough time. Okay. Anyway, I have a voice. I'm gonna use it. There's other people who can't. And they shouldn't because it's dangerous for them, or they don't want to, or they're afraid. And in those situations, more power to those people for being quiet. If it keeps you safe, okay, whatever it is, safety is the utmost importance, okay? I don't speak for anybody, but the things that I know, I'm going to scream it loud and loud, because guess what? Silence equals death. And we've had enough of that this year alone. Okay, anyway, back to the point. Momiji. Yeah, okay. My inner child is acting out because there is what I've identified. I have a couple of, well, specifically 2 or 3 childhood things that I need to deal with. Okay? Some of it, PTSD related, flashback, hidden memories, lab rat erasure memories, things like that. That have been hidden for a long time. At this point, in order for, you know, I talk about truth, so let's get true. I got some inner child stuff to do. Okay, so we're going to talk specifically about 6 things that you can do when working with your inner child. Number 1, shut up, go find them, and tell them, I'm listening. Okay? So, where is my inner child? So I'm going to give you a little lesson. On my little shadow work, I had to walk down the steps to the dungeon where there's a dragon, under the mountain, under the molten lava, in the maze of ghosts, of hungry ghosts and monsters, to even get to the dungeon where the inner child is locked in a cage. The inner child has been in that cage since I was 5. The inner child was put in that cage to protect it. Okay? I made Venture a drawing that I've done of what the cage looks like and the inner child in the cage. Because, again, psychic, your memory blocks go into cascade and they're flashbacks. So, I know exactly what that cave looks like. And I can see the inner child. And there's a dragon down there that's terrifying the inner child, even though it's in a cage, protection. So the first thing you gotta do, so there's what I learned, there's a Native American, I guess, saying, that if you're in a dream and there's some like, and I'm not saying it right, if you're in a dream and there's some scary, hazy monster chasing you, okay, what you need to do is literally turn around, face it, call its name, and let it stand there. Now, the dream will repeat over and over again. You run away, you don't turn around, it chases you, it scares you, whatever else. One day, after repeating that long enough through your entire life, you literally will stand there and turn around. You may fight it a couple times, it may kick your butt, and you wake up before you lose. You know, you don't want the shadow to like take you out in a dream. You don't want to. Your body may wake you up before that actually happens. But yeah, get brave, turn around, face this thing, call it by its name. Literally, will disarm it and it will just poof, and it's gone. Anyway, so recently, that little dragon is running around there. It's not a little dragon. It's like Tiamat. Yeah, big, red, six-headed Tiamat. You know, maybe you've seen the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon with Dungeon Master. I think Venger, there's like some episode with some sorcerer with a bunny rabbit with a white hat, you know, whatever. He's got Tiamat busting down the castle. That Tiamat is the dragon that's literally down there with my inner child. Okay, so yeah, first thing I had to do before I had to find the dungeon. Okay, the inner child is hidden way down there, you know, to protect it. It's your 5-year-old to put down there so it was protected. But they're going to start acting up. And if you don't address it, that acting up in the subconscious is literally going to spill over into your conscious mind and start causing adulthood stupidity. Okay? And you're not going to, why am I doing that? You know, it's your inner child acting out. Okay, so find the inner child. Sit down, shut up, be quiet, do some meditation, close your eyes, whatever, find it. You're going to have to go through levels and levels of subconscious blocks and hidden, and I don't want to deal with that, and I don't want to face that emotion, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Do it. Okay? Go down there. So you get there. That's 1. Find the inner child. 2. Is there a threat down there? So yeah, I got T-Man. So I've had to spend, and so this is my little May experience. I've done this before, you know, I don't know, I chopped off some dragon heads. But yeah, I had to go fight the dragon. Anyway, I vanquished the dragon. So that's the first thing. A lot of times about that, again, you're fighting yourself. Okay? These are things that you buried down in your subconscious that you just do not want to deal with. Okay? And again, you're going to get bigger and grow their ugly head and become a pain in the butt. Okay? So yeah, go slay the dragon. Okay, so that's 2. Slay the dragon. 3. Your inner child is screaming, and they may not show that. And when you actually get to the point where you actually find the inner child, I had to actually take my inner child out of a cage. Okay, so the cage was there to protect it. There were, there were magical seals on the cage, to protect it, to make sure nothing hurt the inner child. But what it did was split the physical inner child from the inner child's memories. They were split. So all the incantations had to be taken off the cage. The cage had to be open, and the inner child had to feel you were safe enough to come out and actually want to talk to you. So the first thing you have to do is actually gain the trust of your inner child. Okay, because they've been traumatized, and if they think that you're going to go down there and harm them again in their little 5-year-old mind, they're going to get pissed. Now, hopefully, they haven't done a whole bunch of dissociation alter creation so that they've got some, like, I don't know, Thor energy, Magneto Defender going on there, or some, I don't know, Setsuna Gundam Exia, like, I don't know, go berserk on you, okay, if you step wrong. So make sure once you step with respect to your inner child and let them know that they are safe. So that's number 3. If gain the trust of your inner child, let them know that they're safe, okay? And then ask them, do you have something to say? I want to listen. So this is usually one of the first issues. The inner child either had to escape because there was danger, or silenced, or whatever. The inner child has a story. They need to tell it. They want to tell it. They're acting out because they have to tell it, because it's literally their reason for being. You will not be able to integrate your full self into your body, mind, and soul and spirit unless you can embrace your inner child and become one with that trauma and understand that part of you. Again, Tiamat in the dungeon is all those things that you just like push down to your subconscious, how you want to deal with it. Okay? And Tiamat is literally traumatizing your inner child over and over again. Okay. Anyway, slayed the dragon, got the child, inner child is ready to talk to you. So now, what do? Shut up, sit down, be quiet, and listen. And your inner child is going to tell you a story. 1, they need to be heard. 2, they need to know that you understand what they went through and that you're able to empathize and feel and validate the damage. Because guess what? That inner child is actually you. Okay? It's not something separate. It's a traumatized part of you that needs to heal. Okay? And that's a key thing. Because there's certain things like you can't mature in life, in spirit, or whatever, unless that issue is resolved. Okay? So yeah, listen, and once the inner child is done, ask them, do you have anything else to say? Do you want feedback? If they say yes, then give them feedback, how you understood. Do not be judgmental, just, whatever, constructive criticism. Do it in a way, to a 5-year-old, is not going to cause a temper tantrum. Okay. Then, once that's done, acknowledge the inner child's story, validate the inner child's truth, thank them for sharing, say that you're grateful that they trusted you enough with their story, and understand with love and compassion, and tell your inner child, I love you, I understand you, you are valid, and this is your truth. And no matter what you say, I will always accept you because I believe in you. If you say that, you literally can solve this whole thing. The inner child just wants to be heard. Okay? Now you may run into a situation where the inner child, you got a 5-year-old inner child to deal with whatever story, and you got an 11-year-old inner child to deal with, and then you've got, I don't know, what do I have? So I have 5, 7, there may be a 9 in there, I'm not sure, because I think it gets into the 11. Okay, but yeah. So those are the three: 5, 7, and 11. There's three specific things I need to deal with. I may give you the 11-year-old story someday. That's a little interesting. So anyway, yeah. So find the inner child, fight the dragon and win, gain the inner child's trust, listen to their story, validate, tell them that you love them, tell them you believe them, tell them they are safe, and that you will protect them and they will never be hurt like that again. That is key. So I think that's number 5. Number 6. If the whole cycle is completed and the inner child now trusts you, the inner child will integrate with your consciousness and not disappear. They still be there. And so the image I get is you're standing in a dungeon in a cave. Okay, so you're in a cave in the middle of a mountain. Or this is what I see. And there's this little child, like, you know, Lino and Gritscan has a stuffed elephant called Mr. Ashcroft. And I picture my inner child in pajamas with Mr. Ashcroft, stuffed animal, holding it by the elephant's ear. And after I say, I believe you, I love you, you're valid, and you're safe, that the inner child, like, becomes translucent and then explodes into, like, a billion shards of light. Okay? And all those shards of light come rushing into my heart. Okay? And this is just not an image I'm trying to, like, show you. And integrates with my soul and becomes one. Now the problem with, you know, an inner child issue that's acting out is that there's a separation. You know, there's your worldly body and your regular world adultingness. There's, like, I go to work, I go to the store, I drive home, I take the bus. Those are all tangible reward things. Okay, then there's, I'm playing video games, I'm listening to music, maybe I go to church. But there's something missing. There's, like, this soul, spirit connectivity. You know, I go to church at 9 o'clock on Sunday, and then when I'm out of church, church is gone. It just disappears. Well, you know, the universe never disappears. And it's there all the time, all around you. Your angels are there. You know, if you don't believe in that, whatever, there's nothing there. You know, or there's a higher power, or, I don't know, there's a deva or a jinn there, or whoever is there. Okay, is watching over you. The universe is always watching. The universe got your back. Okay, sometimes we don't see that. We, you know, I can't see it. You know, the angels don't leave you. I mean, you know, an angel is assigned to you, like, when you're born. You know, like I said in the earlier video, you know, I got at least 2 or 3 of them that I can talk to. You know, whoever. That's me. Whoever. My deal. Don't worry about that. Irrelevant. Anyway, integrating your inner child will actually heal your heart. It will bring you a sense of calm and peace, because that thing that was missing, that hole, that inner child, 5-year-old hole, I'm just using 5-year-old because what we're talking about, hole has always been there, and you're going to have to deal with it. And in order to integrate yourself, in order to raise your vibration, you know, you're going to have to do that shadow work. Because inner child is going to act up and make you wear a Momiji hat if you don't pay attention. Okay, I kind of like the Momiji hat, you know. Out of all of them, you know, the Yuki and the Kyo and the, I think his name is Hatsuharu, the cow guy with the white and the black, with the white hair. You know, anyway, Momiji. I saw part of the 2nd season Fruits Basket where Momiji breaks the curse and actually, like, grows up. I don't know, it was, like, mind blowing, you know. Anyway, I'm glad Momiji broke the curse, but whatever. Yeah. So, I'm not going to get into all the fun little blood covenant, generational curses, blah, 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 blah. I may get into that later. I'm not going to go into that now. Okay. Part of that is this inner child work. And a lot of times when the inner child gets sent to the dungeon for the protection, you know, to keep them safe from the big bad that's going on in the real world when you're 5, you know, that trauma exists. And even though you may have shut it out, or there may have been some psych conditioning going on, you know, it's still there and it's going to have to be healed. Otherwise, it's going to come kick your butt. That's why the title of this video is called Your Inner Child Big Mad at You. Okay, so yeah, I don't usually go around wearing like the Ahmad gas station jacket. I kind of like the Ahmad gas station jacket. It was pretty cool when I was in New York, you know, because like who has an Ahmad gas station jacket? It was like a name tag. It's really cool. Okay, yeah, but yeah, so you're not going to see this weird kind of outfit again unless I do another inner child. And I may, because I'm going to do some 11-year-old piano damage, okay? You want to go trolling, go look that up. You can find it. Okay, anyway, yeah. So, that's your inner child work. Work on your shadow. Go find your inner child. Bring them a lollipop. Go get them some ice cream. Sit down and listen to their story. Hear them out. Give them unconditional love, and literally say, you're safe. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. I'm grown. We're not 5 anymore. Reassure your inner child, and some of those weird, strange anxiety attacks and outbursts for no reason are going to disappear, because you're going to reintegrate a part of yourself back into the whole to allow you to vibrate higher in love and compassion and help heal yourself, the ones you love, those around you, and heal Mother Gaia and remove the negativity and the negative energy from the world. Because how do we do that? We vibrate higher, which sends the light. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the Momiji hat. I kind of like the little ears. It's kind of cute. So, yeah, I apologize for the really strange 5-year-old outfit, but you get the point. So, yeah, this was part of the Writing Mental Health vlog series where we talk about self-esteem. I didn't really talk about ADHD, but, yeah, oops, my bad. So I apologize there. But those were the 6 tips. Find the inner child, fight the dragon, scaring the inner child, reassure the inner child that they're safe, listen to their story, tell them they're loved, accept them, validate their truth, and allow yourself to reintegrate that shadow part of you into the whole so that you can heal your soul. Okay? Peace.